Hello everybody and welcome to NB Edits. We are out here in De Pere fishing for walleyes just like last weekend. We were out here grinding in the freezing cold temperatures last weekend. We got into some really nice walleyes. If you guys haven't seen it, make sure to check it out. But today we're gonna be out here. We got the kayaks all rigged up. We've got plenty of boats out behind us. There are people all over the shores already this morning. Sunrise is just coming up and we've already got plenty of neighbors, so we're going to be fishing real close with other people today, which is a little bit out of our nature, but I am certain we're going to get hooked up with some really nice walleyes. So let's get out there and let's see how we do.
Alright guys, first one of the morning. Did not take long at all. Already got my first walleye. Brandon's gonna net it for me. There we go. Beautiful first fish, guys.
Guys, look at that. That's a pretty nice one. Let's get a good look at her.
Nice first fish, guys. Look at that.
That's a beautiful first fish.
Absolutely gone. I love it. Just felt the thump. And that's the first one.
Green color, chartreuse.
Green color, that's kind of what we were using last week, but beautiful first walleye. About 18 inches maybe. Looks like a female, but we're gonna let her go. See you later.
There we go.
Hopefully that's the one to start it all.
Yeah.
And we get a bunch more.
There. That's awesome.
Second fish of the day. It has taken us forever to finally catch this fish, but eventually we finally did it. Not using the plastic anymore, switched it up to a minnow. Seems like a decent fish. It's not very hooked good. Let's see if we can get him in. There we go. Let's check him out. That's a nice walleye. You can tell this one's beat up from this top fin, but there you can see I'm still using that same jig, but put a minnow on it this time and came up and just smoked it. So that's an awesome fish. Second one of the day for me. Bite's been really slow, but hopefully it starts to pick up. We'll get a release on him. There we go. See if we can get another. Okay, fish number 3. I think we're starting to figure out something here, guys. Plastics were not really doing it for us, but it sure seems like the minnows are. So I think that's what we're gonna stick with the rest of the day. This one's staying down. See if we can get the net on it. No sign of it yet. Just staying real far down. Oh, there she is. Frisky walleye. There we go. Another walleye. Again on the minnow. Looks to be just a male, but still awesome. Nice little walleye. Release him right away. See you later.
Alright guys, so as you've seen, Nick has just gotten into his third fish. We've got one that we started out the day on using plastics early in the morning, and now we've gotten 2 on live bait. So I'm gonna start beginning the challenge. I have gone all day using a orange and chartreuse colored plastic with a paddle tail. I'm gonna be setting this down, and what I've got on now, I've got a little piece of Mr. Twister tail followed by a live minnow. So we're gonna see if this does the trick. I'm gonna get back out there and maybe I'll finally get hooked up.
Brandon finally hooked up, guys.
This is big. This is big.
He says it's big, so I'm gonna have to net this one.
Holy.
How big is it?
Big. I don't even believe it, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Dude.
God, it does not want to go in the net. Holy crap, my heart was racing.
Not a giant.
Ooh, not a giant, but
they
wow.
sure do fight. You
She
must
was
have forgot.
like crazy. Ooh, I thought I had a giant on, guys. My heart was freaking racing. Not a bad fish, though.
But first one for you.
First one of the day. Not a bad fish. All right, guys. Look at that beautiful walleye. Definitely thought it was an absolute monster when it's coming through the current like that. Jeez, they just feel huge. But that's definitely the biggest one of the day so far. Real nice fish. And we're gonna to let her go. It's definitely my biggest one out here so far. Unfortunately, I lost one a little bit bigger than that last week. Again, got it on the live bait. I'm using a yellow jig that I actually got in my mystery tackle box. Got a little orange piece of Mr. Twister tail on there, and a minnow that's just barely hooked. That's gonna have to be re-hooked. We're gonna get it back out there and hopefully hook up with another nice one.
Fish number 4. Little lull period. As you can see, there's about 100 boats. Nobody's really catching them, but we're picking through. Brandon will net it for me. That's a nicer one. Yeah, he's a fighter. Get her in, get her in. Alright. Alright guys, this is another male here. This is my 4th walleye of the day. On the minnow, as you can see. Definitely what seems to be the ticket today. Very, very slow bite. There are tons of boats out here and nobody's catching anything, but the minnows are working, so that's what we're going to continue doing. But nice walleye. Get a release on him. There he goes. Awesome, guys. Well, we're going to get this minnow back out there and see if we can get a few more. Alright, so while Brandon was catching those fish on the live bait, I decided to go back to the plastic that we were using earlier this morning, just because I thought I should give it a fair chance again, see if, you know, maybe the fish are just active now instead of just biting on minnows. And turns out they're actually just not biting on plastics. It seems like it is a tougher bite today, like we figured it would be, and it seems like the minnows are doing good, so I'm probably going to end up switching back because I want to catch fish. But I thought we'd just try it, see if it's working, but live bait, man, that's the way it's going so far today.
This one does not want to come up either. It's pretty.
You want me to net it?
Yeah, you might as well. Gotta get in here.
There we go.
Another gorgeous fish, guys. Another good fish there, right around that 20-inch mark. Caught that one same exact way. Live bait, yellow jig, orange piece of twister tail on it. Whew, just barely hooked. We had one earlier, obviously, on the plastic. Since then, we've just been sticking to the live bait, and that's what's been working. So we're gonna get a release on this guy right away, if I can get my hand out of him. Look at that, guys. Just like that, full of energy, they're gone. As you guys can see, we've got some people here. We have been anchored right here for the last hour. We've pulled 5 fish out of this spot in the last hour. And now everybody wants to fish on top of us. It's really nice. Alright guys, well, I think we are going to wrap it up and call it a day. It's been a pretty good day. Put the old live bait to the test. They definitely did a lot better than using plastics. Obviously, we thought it was going to be a great day coming out here this morning. First 5-10 minutes we hit the water. Right away Nick hooks up with a really nice one using plastics. After that, they completely shut off, and you know, we tried using them throughout the day, but to be honest, never had one after that. The only thing that was working was the live bait, and every other boat around us, I mean, we haven't seen anybody pulling out in a while. It's a tough bite this evening, so, but the weather's supposed to be warming up this weekend. I'm sure the rest of this week is going to be really good for fishing. So we're going to get the stuff packed up, and we will see you guys up on the landing. Alright guys, so we are all packed up and it's time to go home, but we just wanted to go over how great of a day we had. You know, for as tough of a bite as it was, the two of us definitely had more fish in our kayaks than any boat out there did. It was a tough bite. They bit on both plastics and on live bait, but live bait came out on top today. But that's not to say that any other time you come out here, plastics should work. Last week was a great week on plastics. We didn't even use live bait. So, putting them both side by side to the test today, live bait came out on top.
Well, we said this before on our channel, and we're gonna say it again right now. Money does not help you fish or catch fish. We were out there again in our kayaks. We always go out in our kayaks, sometimes a John boat, but if you guys are watching our channel, we're always using, I'm not gonna say low-end stuff, but usually down lower on the price range compared to, say, $70,000 boats that were all surrounding us today.
Yeah.
And like Brandon was saying, we were out fishing a lot of the boats out there.
Every boat.
And our kayaks Granted, they are a high-end kayak.
Yeah, they're a top
But
of
if
the
you
line
compare
kayak.
a $1,000 kayak to a $50,000 boat.
Oh, at least there were some boats way more than that. That's crazy, you know. So
I'm not saying it's not. It's not a bad thing to have a boat.
oh yeah, if you've got a really expensive boat, that's ideal. But it is cool to see that you don't necessarily have to have one. We didn't even come out with the trolling motor or nothing.
And
We
really,
literally just kayaked
you don't
all
even
day.
have to have the high-end kayaks like we had. We ran into a couple of subscribers
Yep.
earlier, and they were in like kayaks that we used to use,
Yep.
which were like $100, $200 kayaks you could get from Menards or anywhere really.
Yeah. You know, even like a Dick's Sporting Goods or a Walmart will still hold kayaks that you guys can use, and a lot of people are afraid to take them below a dam like this. And I will say, make sure you guys bring your life vest, make sure you got an anchor because it's crazy out here, but make
And
sure you guys
the
are
wardens
safe.
were out here today.
Yep, well, we had wardens out there checking on us today, but overall, it was still a really good day. Make sure you guys are being careful out there, but go out and have a good time. You don't have to have a ton of money to make fishing enjoyable.
So real brief, we just wanted to let you guys know on the conditions and again what we were using, so you can come down and have the success that we did even on a tough bite like today. So we got information, it was about 38-degree water temp, which is still pretty cold for the walleyes. They are there, but it is early, guys, but you can catch fish, so that's some information for you. And live bait this week worked, but I would bring plastics with you because like last week, you just never know.
Yep, you never know what's going to be the ticket, whether it's color or whether it's, you know, a certain type of plastic or whether you're using live bait. Anything can do the trick. Today was live bait, and we used a different assortment of jigs from Northland Tackle. Also pulled a couple out of our mystery tackle box, which was nice. Huge shout out to the guys over at Fox River Lures and Rods. Hooked us up with some awesome fish today using their rod. If you guys are interested in any of the equipment that we used, we will leave all of that down in the description below. Thanks for tuning in to NB Edits today. We had an awesome time doing this challenge for you guys, and if you guys want to see any other types of challenges, leave it down in the comments section. Let us know what you thought, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe before you go. Tight lines from NB Edits.